the moment, I am 6'6" or 198 centimeters, and both my parents are roughly 5'8", 5'9", in that ballpark. And I can guarantee you, if you have the exact same genetics as me, for example, same parents' height, there's actually only going to be a 1 to 3% chance that you would be 6'6", just like me. In fact, you would probably be 6 foot to 6'1". There's like a 99% chance, like the doctors told me. But how did I actually change my height? Like, what is the difference that I did versus 99% of everybody else? I will tell you everything in detail today. Without further ado, let's get it. There are going to be different tiers to how much discipline somebody has. For example, there are more millionaires in the world than men with six-pack abs and a chiseled physique, because the discipline required to actually diet down and face head-on how uncomfortable dieting is very, very difficult. It's easier for the majority of men to make more money than it is just to eat a little bit less food and still lift very heavy in the gym. It sounds simple, but whenever it actually comes down to doing it, it's much more difficult than a lot of you guys would think. Consistency and obsessively doing something like a routine, such as a high growth protocol, is actually one of the most challenging things in the world. I would say this, so 1 to 3% of the population has extreme discipline. So this is going to be, you have a protocol. I tell you exactly what to do, for example, to grow taller, much like my older brother did, and you actually follow this down to the T. This is 1 to 3% of the whole population. That means I can be on here ranting all day, telling you guys how to grow taller, how to do this, how to get a six-pack, how to talk to girls. There's probably only going to be 1 to 3% of you guys who's actually going to apply it. And I want you watching this to be that 1 to 3%, man. Don't just watch this be like, oh, he's just coping, it's all genetics, when it's only 60 to 80% genetics, 20 to 40% environmental, and to really control that environmental, you need more discipline. I'm going to tell you guys another little secret of mine. It was never my goal when I was a kid to actually grow taller. I'm going to be honest, I never gave a single frick about growing taller. I never watched a single tutorial how to grow taller. I never even cared, man. I was 5'9". I was happy. My father isn't very tall, so it was never something I really thought about. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a 6'6" giant. That's just gonna happen. No, but I had one obsession, one thing I just got crazy about, and that's health. Man, like, since the age of like 13 plus, I started getting obsessed with health. Like, I was obsessively researching everything, like how to optimize my body fat percentage, how to lose weight, how to pretty much be the most healthy person alive. And at the time, there wasn't this modern wave of information that we have. Like, raw milk now is very popular, man. There's going to be a lot of people advocating to eat eggs, red meat, all this stuff. But when I started doing it as a teenager, this was a time when all this stuff was demonized. Like, my family, they were acting like I was crazy. I come from a family of a lot of nurses. They were all saying, oh, you're gonna get a heart attack in your teenage years, you're gonna die early, it's gonna be the worst thing in the world. But I told them, I saw the research, I'm like, no, this is the complete opposite of what you think. So the first step, don't even think about high growth. I want you to get this crap out of your mind. Think about health optimization. I want you to be like, okay, how can I be the healthiest individual possible, and then get ritualistic with everything that you're doing. Now, what was my exact protocol to grow taller? Every single day from the ages of 15, 16, 17, I had 1 gallon of raw milk every single day. I would drive out to the farm. I would get 5 to 7 gallons every single week consistently. Man, a lot of people think I'm capping when I say this. I wish I had some sort of proof. I could bring my mother on the channel. I don't even know what I could do, but I had 1 gallon every single day. I would only buy grass-fed steaks and beef. I would only buy wild-caught fish. I would only buy raw organic nuts, grass-fed butter, and I was focused on getting as many nutrients, as much healthy stuff in my body as possible. I was sprinting 2 to 3 times every single week. I was doing calisthenics at the time. I started doing weight training at the age of 18. So I already did my growth spurt, but it's not going to stunt your height, and I actually think it's very beneficial to start weights early on. I was getting lots of sun exposure on a consistent basis, as much as I could do, because obviously I was a teenager, man. I was going to school doing all this stuff. And the thing is, I wasn't just like chill about this. That's the thing. That is going to be the biggest difference with the 1% versus the 99%. The 99%, they're going to be listening to these protocols, be like, yeah, I'll drink some raw milk every now and then. Yeah, I'll eat a little bit of fish. No, I'm being honest with you. Like, if you want extreme results out of anything in life, you have to be extreme. This isn't even about high growth, man. This is a life lesson right now. You cannot just be chill about things. Like, if you want to excel in your business, you can't just be chill with your business. You can't be like, yeah, I think I'll get a little bit of work done today. Just, yeah, look, send out a couple emails. It doesn't work like that, man. You have to be obsessed with anything that you do, and high growth is no different. If you actually want to optimize your genetics, you do have to do things differently than what everybody else is doing. Everyone else, they have that chill mindset. You're not going to affect your height whatsoever. If you have my exact same genetics, you'll probably be 6 feet tall. I'm not saying this to sound like, I'm better than you. I did something that you guys didn't. I'm just being honest, man. I did. Like, this is just the facts. I did something the majority of the population won't do. They'll complain. They'll say, oh, milk tastes gross. I can't eat that every day. I can't eat that much grass-fed butter. Oh, that beef, I already had a gallon. No, I didn't care, man. I had a mission, and that was to be as healthy as possible. Now, I also was supplementing properly. I was taking very high doses of vitamin D3 plus K2 at the time, over 10,000 units every single day. And once again, another thing at the time, everyone was saying was dangerous. The FDA, they say it's dangerous, but that's what I was doing at the time. I was taking other supplements too, like a very, very high quality multivitamin, which is why I actually created my own. You guys already know 92% of Americans are deficient in basic vitamins and minerals. This is across all social classes, rich, poor, middle class. Doesn't matter that most likely you are deficient and you don't even know it. This actually leads to IGF-1 human growth hormone shutting down and closing your growth plates, which is why I invented Titan Growth 2.0. This is the best multivitamin on the entire market. It has 500 to 1,000% of all your daily required nutrients to optimize your high growth genetics, to make sure you don't have any deficiencies. Because going back and looking at everything on paper, the number one way to optimize your high growth is to make sure you have all of the vitamins and nutrients you could possibly need, because that's what we're talking about, health optimization. This is on kalosique.com right now. You can get a bundle, you can get a subscription. We're doing 25% off with the code ARIES, everything on my website. And optimizing your hormones is also very important, which is why I was always taking some sort of hormone booster, like Tanga Ali, ashwagandha, all these things, which is why I created Aries Rage, the best testosterone booster on the freaking market, with Tanga Ali, which has been scientifically proven to boost testosterone by over 37%, maca root, which the Peruvians used to take before going to war because they made them so intense, so aggressive, 50 milligrams of zinc, which is a precursor to testosterone, an entire herbal blend that will help you boost your hormones like crazy, all on kalosique.com. Don't forget, guys, you have to join Kalos VIP. This is my school looks maxing with my 3-hour looks maxing masterclass, 2-hour high growth masterclass, 90-minute female nature masterclass. Right now, we've got a little bit under an hour of the social media masterclass, a new chapter coming weekly every 2 weeks. We hop on a group VIP call. Right now, it is only $12, usually $55, man. You gotta join now. Link in the description. What are some other things you can do if you actually want to optimize your high growth genetics? Number one is going to be the way that you exercise. I've had a lot of people, there's this huge myth right now going on in the internet sphere that people keep sharing for some reason. They think exercising is unhealthy and exercising intensely can be dangerous. It's so bad for you, you can get injured. I've never actually once had a serious injury in my entire lifting career of over a decade, man. So the number one thing that you have to do differently is actually exercise. Like, when I'm talking about intensity of all things, whenever you're actually in the gym, I don't want you to act chill. I don't want you on your phone texting your buddies. Oh, look at this selfie. Oh, I should just kind of lift moderately hard, just like this. No, man, you need intensity. You have to be with the mindset that if I don't get this PR, I'm gonna die. Like, something really, really bad is going to happen if I don't lift a little bit more weight this time. The goal is progressive overload. Every time you're in the gym, the goal should be lifting more weight or doing a little bit more reps within your hypertrophy rep range. And this is going to be the key to building muscle, shredding body fat, boosting testosterone, boosting HGH, and all of these benefits is going to help your hormones, to help you possibly grow taller, man. That is going to be something very, very crucial. Now, sleep is just such a boring topic to talk about because everyone knows, oh yeah, I need to sleep more, but you need to be obsessive about it, man. Like, I always had the mindset that I have to sleep like a lion. I would watch the male lion sleeping like 12 hours every single day, but he's insanely powerful. He's like one of the most powerful animals in the world, and he sleeps all freaking day. You need sleep for recovery, for HGH, for testosterone, everything. Unless you're in your 20s plus, you have to be sleeping 9+ hours a night. Like 9 to 10 hours should be the goal every single night to optimize all of this stuff, man. Intermittent fasting is also another thing I was doing that you should be doing. It's very simple. Just choose an 8-hour window, for example, 12 to 8 p.m. to consume most of your calories and all of your food, and this will help boost HGH and testosterone even more. Posture and stretching is another thing I did that you can also do, and so you can just hang straight down from a bar. I would do this a couple times throughout the day. My best advocation is just going to be getting a bar like for your bedroom frame, and then just like every time you walk past it, just hang for like 30 seconds. And then you can also do my stretching routine, which I have uploaded on YouTube. There's a very outdated old one. I have the newest one in kalosique VIP if you wanted to check that out. I hope this video was a little bit eye-opening, to say the least. Like, I don't want you guys watching my content thinking, oh, you can just create whatever height you want to, and same thing with my lifestyle, man. Like, I come on here and I feel like I almost make things look a little bit too effortless, a little bit too easy sometimes. I don't think you guys actually understand the amount of discipline behind everything. This is why I don't gatekeep. This is why I tell you guys all the secrets, everything, because the truth is, the majority of the population, even though the information's out there, they still won't do much with them, man. So if you're watching this, 1 to 3% of you guys will probably follow this advice, and I hope that's going to be you. Subscribe if you're new. I love you with all my heart. Peace.